All right, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and it is Sunday night, and you know what that means? We do power. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it here in a few seconds. Oh shoot, I forgot to go live here. Ooh. Okay. So first of all, I'm very excited that the Joe song is still standing. I'm very glad about that. I don't ever need to hear the version with what's his name? What's that young man name? Trey Songz ever again. I will say this though, the live version was pretty good, but that studio version, they could keep that mess. Don't ever play that again. So the episode is titled, Why is Tommy Still Alive? And the person who is asking this question is the ghost of Angie, or Angela Valdez, honey. I said, she's still getting these checks from the dead. Her and Raina know how to keep a check for at least another season, okay? So Jamie is, more or less, she has become his conscience, is what has actually happened. And, oh, damn, that's messed up. So he's having these hallucinations, and she's telling him outright truths that you always choose Tommy over everyone else, and why is he still alive? And as we progress through this episode, she was like telling him, I didn't actually ask you to kill him. I just asked why was he still alive. Well, Angela, look, now you need to get your ghostly thoughts together, honey, because I was confused, because when you ask somebody why is somebody still alive, I'm thinking you asking when you gonna kill him. I mean, am I wrong for thinking that? Y'all comment. Let me know what y'all are thinking. Say hello. So either way, so he's battling his conscience. Jason shows up down to the club. I cannot stand Jason because he's like a little bitch. Like, he always is popping up demanding money. I'm like, dude, well, what do you do for money? Like, really? Like, see, they should be investigating to see if Jason is really broke ass, because he always hitting folk up for money and strong arming people. And like, during the episode when he sent his henchmen to come get the money, Ghost had a good idea. Like, how the hell are you going to get paid if you kill somebody? That's one of the things I've never understood about the whole mob mentality, gang mentality. If folk owe you money, you might want to figure out if you can keep them alive, because it's not like they made you a beneficiary of their life insurance policy. I'm just saying. What else happened in this episode? Tommy's mama need a place to stay, honey, because they fumigating her spot, and I don't know if that's a good thing. So Tommy's mom is there, and she makes a comment to Keisha and says, hey, you're better than the last one because she didn't know how to cook, okay? So later on in the episode, Keisha tries to get a little chummy with her mother-in-law to be, I guess she really think her and Tommy going to be together forever. And right when they try to get in a conversation about what happened to Holly, I'm like, girl, you just now asking about what happened to Holly. You didn't think to ask anybody about that. But either way, Cash comes in. He got his ass beat by some neighborhood kids, honey. And that's when the mama realized that Keisha is always going to choose her son over Tommy, and she don't want nothing to happen to her son, because that means she's not going to get paid anymore, okay? Because you know she living off Tommy. Tommy has a love-hate relationship with his mama, so he always looking out for her, even though she get on his nerves, okay? But she asked, Keisha did ask a valid question. What would you do if Tommy was his age and he came in with a busted lip? I'll be at this. Who is this? Hey, reality TV. Hey, girl. Hey. So glad you could join. I hope you can, we can have some dialogue. I don't know where my people on Facebook are. Girl, I got all my stuff up today. Let's see. Who else? So that pretty much wraps up Keisha and the mama storyline. But, you know, at the end of the episode, we see Tommy that made his decision, honey. He said this is what he's always wanted, his own little family. You know, he don't need Ghost anymore, okay? And I'm just like, really? Like, Keisha just got to the game. And you have to teach her the game. Tasha came up in the game with y'all, so I don't understand. I really don't. Now, the scene of the night tonight came when Proctor showed up at Truth with Dre. How the hell he get hold of Dre? How the hell Dre end up with Proctor? I don't know. They really didn't tell us. That's kind of they left a plot hole right there. I assume Dre must have ended up showing up to his office saying he need legal counsel. And Dre still to this day ain't shit. I'm still mad at him for killing our boy Donovan after Donovan saved your life and your child's life. That now, I only watched the first episode. Girl, you got to get into Power, girl. It's actually good. This new season is epic. It is going to be so epic, okay? So, because we're 4 episodes in right now. We are. But either way, he brings him there, and I just knew right then and there Ghost was going to kill his ass. Like, he was going to kill him with a monogram pen. I said, God damn, what a way to die, because he told him, if you don't do right by us, honey, I'm going to end up autographing the inside of your skull with this pen. I said, God damn, that sounds like a painful way to die, Dre. What you going to do, boo? But I feel like after watching how everything has played out with Dre and Jamie, I feel like Dre really is playing both sides. And I'm like, first of all, you knew you could never invite somebody into your organization that is playing, his claim he was going to testify against the cartel. That just don't seem like common sense. But I get what Ghost was doing, because when he finds out from Cooper Sachs by following Cooper's dumbass, Proctor made an observation as someone right, because Cooper honestly should have U.S. Marshals following him around, because, that unit has been under attack. Angela done died. Silva done died. Quite a few people done died from that unit. So I'm just like, yeah, he needs some protection. So that's clue number one, that this whole investigation sending Dre is not up to par. Then they find out what a witness is. James grabs a gun and an envelope out this safe. He tells Dre, you have to come with me. Another thing, I think the reason why Dre is playing both sides is because I just thought about something. When Jason came by and threatened him, Dre was standing right there watching. And I was like, I guess he probably going to end up in Jason's face when it's all said and done. But needless to say, they didn't end up, they go confront the witness that's under protection. And Dre then texts Cooper now telling him that he's here at the witness house. He done found her. And you need to get over here because he going to kill her. Send the FBI. I was like, I thought, okay, I'm confused by what's going on. So what Dre doesn't know is that he really was setting himself up to get shot and killed eventually, because I think that's what's going to happen. Or he's going to end up being forced into indentured servitude and become Jason's distribution person, because Tommy got to go, apparently. Excuse me, y'all. My allergies are bothering me. I can hardly breathe out my nostrils. I took Claritin today. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Hey, Nichelle, let's see you watching. Let's see. Any comments here? Okay. Okay, so needless to say, he don't shoot her. He just give us some money and apologize. And when Dre called Cooper and said, call him off, and Cooper was like, well, what happened? Well, he just told old girl to live her best life, and he was sorry. I was like, because he's really trying to change, because he tells the ghost of Angie that he's trying to change his life for the better, which is what he has been trying to do since season 1. Okay. Meanwhile, down to the daycare that Tasha now has, thanks to strong arming Ramona and Rashad Tate to get her what she needed to cut through the red tape of city politics. She now has a daycare, and along comes this nice, sexy, lean man named Quentin. And in my mind, I guess it's going to be Tasha's new boo. But while going through some of the power tweets on Twitter, I was just like, that's interesting. Some theories are saying that Quentin might actually be an undercover cop sent to watch Tasha. And because she got this deal from Tate, and because Tate is watching James, I'm beginning to think it could all just be a setup. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, because it could be a setup. They are. She never had her own kids. Who's trusted her with it? Girl, yes, Tasha had started a daycare because she needs to clean Tommy's money. I don't know what happened to the laundromats. They must have shut those down. And so they can't wash money through the club anymore because James is trying to go legit completely and get away from the dope game. Jason keeps trying to pull him in because Jason is always, I got to get caught up so we can talk. Yes, girl, get caught up. So next week you can join for episode 5. Like we can have a full-fledged conversation about episode 5. So, because Jason's on that Goodfellas shit. Like, is it Goodfellas or Casino? Fuck you, pay me. That's what he on. Okay. Say you ain't got no money. Fuck you, pay me. It's either your money or your life. What you want to do. In addition, in this episode, let me get back into Quentin and Tasha. I think he might be an undercover cop. I think Blanca Rodriguez, sneaky ass, might have sent him in to get in good with Tasha because they know that Tasha will spread her legs for damn near anybody. Hell, she was fucking a lawyer. I mean, what that tell you? Okay. But anyway, he's supposed to be a construction worker, single father with a 4-year-old that he's just getting to know, and the mom is a drug addict. Him and Tasha almost end up going after a glass of wine, but she ends up stopping it in its tracks because she said it's too soon. I was like, really? You don't even know this dude? Have you taken him to the free clinic? So when he meets James, they have a stare down because James this episode did something behind Tasha's back. He fraudulently closed out Raina's trust to put money into the Queen's Child's project for Raina. And one of the things in this conversation with Tasha that she was having with Ghost, where my mouth just dropped open, and I was like, bitch, really? She said, Raina wouldn't have wanted this. She would have wanted me to have this legit business to do my business. She would want her name on the building. I was like, really, Tasha, a legit business? This is what James has been fighting you tooth and nail for all this time, is a legit business. And here your dumb ass sitting up here talking about, well, Raina wouldn't want. You should have thought about that when he was trying to go legit. Your children are a liability. Anytime you're in the dope game, they will find your kids and they will kill your kids. Or your children will get caught up in the crossfire. Okay, that's part of living the life. Okay. So I just thought that was really funny though. But either way, she tried to quit Quentin. And I tried to tell Quentin or Q, whatever he want to be called, baby, run. Because every man that gets to her that's not married to her, they end up dead. Sean, Terry Silver, who knows who else Ghost might have bought it before the story even got started. Because we just don't know Tasha like that. We don't. I like how Ramona tried to explain to Tasha how she needs to remain calm, stay in the marriage, do what she got to do, because she did what she had to do. Ramona said, hell, I just left with my name. I said, I heard women do that all the time because they much rather start over than to have to deal with some bullshit. But my whole thing with Tasha, and I keep saying this throughout every video, is the fact that since season 1, you and Tommy basically fought Ghost to stay in the dope game, and now y'all realize that shit is dangerous, and y'all want to get. Well, Tommy don't care. He live his life on the edge. He don't care. He ain't got no fucks to give. Him and Tate have a conversation, and Tate has him close down a city block to keep Tommy from getting his supply out. And yeah, that was staged perfectly. I don't know what Ghost thought he was really going to be doing, but he tried to keep Tommy locked in that warehouse. I guess he was going to kill Tommy and his band of merry men, okay? So they realize that they can't get out, so Tommy gets a damn ambulance to make his deliveries, right? They use this ambulance. And of course, no one is going to stop an emergency vehicle if someone is in need of medical assistance, right? And so, they get out there, all of a sudden out of nowhere, and a Chevy was a Tahoe or something. Here come Ghost, blowing it to the side and shooting at Tommy. Now, how Tommy's still alive is beyond me, because anybody else probably would have gotten shot. Next thing you know, a cop shows up. It's some of Tate's treasured detectives. They take him in. Tate then saves his ass, and Tate told him, I knew you were going to do some shit. I just want to know you don't know who you fucking with. I don't want your blowback or your mess on me. And then that's when Ghost had to check him, and I love every time when Ghost checks Tate. It seems to me it makes him shrink a little bit more. He was like, you don't know who you fucking with. My mess is your mess. We are tied together. So, baby, Tommy lives to fight another day. At some point during this episode, Angela's ghost showed up again, and she told him actions make a man. That's right. Okay, one of the other things we need to talk about is Proctor and his ex-wife. So I don't get why Lindsay Proctor wants her daughter. I don't get it, because it doesn't make any sense. She is not a mothering, nurturing type. She's a dope head. She can't stay clean for long periods of time. Any amount of pressure, it will break her, and she has to run right back to drugs. Okay. So in this episode, Proctor meets her first of all, she meets with Cooper Saxe. And in this whole thing from the My Little Pony keychain, all we got is her abusing her daughter, verbally assaulting and abusing her daughter. And I'm like, Cooper, what kind of man are you? You that power hungry to allow some woman like this, to help a woman like this keep her child when she's no good? That makes no sense to me. So, when Proctor gets ready to drop their daughter off, she was late. She was supposed to be there at 12. She gets a notice from the New York Bar Association saying she didn't pass. Now, I was under the impression that she had passed the bar exam and was already an attorney. Maybe she had been disbarred, or her bar card had been pulled temporarily or suspended or whatever. She was on probation. I don't know, but I thought she had already passed. So she didn't pass. And my thing is, I guess that job at the law firm was contingent upon her passing the bar exam. A lot of people get jobs at firms after they graduate from law school or sit for the bar exam, and the firm will tell you it's contingent, your job offer is contingent upon you passing the bar exam, right? So, I don't know. I was confused. I was like, I thought she already was a licensed practicing attorney, but okay, whatever. Honey, we should have known that was the one thing. She already in jeopardy of losing a child because Cooper done threatened her like he threatened everybody else. And then now she ain't passed the bar, so now she back on the coke game. Well, the daughter done freaked out because she's standing up here going over the Commerce Clause and constitutional law. And I knew everything. I was like, oh my God, she's studying constitutional law. The Commerce Clause, it does this. And I was like, girl, you need to calm the fuck down. Them some good ass drugs then, because shit, if you can remember all of that, hell, maybe I need to get on coke next time I sit at the bar. No, I'm not doing drugs. I refuse to do that. But either way, needless to say, Proctor watched her die, and that damn My Little Pony thing is right there. The good thing is it's not a transmitting thing, so I don't know how Cooper Saxe is going to ever get the evidence that he needs. Did Proctor commit a crime by not assisting her when she was laying there having a massive heart attack because she done OD'd on these drugs? Not really, because he's under no obligation to save her. Now, had it been his daughter, that would have made it been his obligation to save her. He's under no obligation. I think, I can't remember exactly, but I remember in torts law, there's something called proximity of relationship. I may be saying it wrong, but in other words, a special relationship. They don't have that anymore. That's not his wife. That's just the mother of his child. So maybe it's best that she die, and now he can have full custody and not have to deal with her. And the daughter doesn't have to deal with that trauma of being abused by her mother, right? Okay, let's see what else happened in this episode. Tariq is in over his head. First of all, we see him stealing from Uncle Tommy's warehouse. He almost got his little behind caught. Okay. My thing is this: if you don't have a supplier, how the hell are you slinging dope and pills and stuff? Some of y'all better end up going down to the school's infirmary and getting some Adderall and tell them y'all can't concentrate or something. That might be how y'all have to get some pills and start distributing them that way. So he steals these pills. Tommy has a conversation with Vincent down to the bar, the mob dude. And the confrontation that they had was very interesting because Vincent basically told him he already had a supplier. Tommy was trying to make him, also take off some of the drugs because he has a lot to offload. And he says, I already have a supplier. And he pulls out this bottle. And of course, Tommy recognized, he was like, that's my shit. Who's your supplier? He said, one of Kanan's friends. And then it comes out it's Tariq. He was like, that's my godson. And he was like, you will not be taking drugs from my godson again. And he was like, you know what? My godson was working for you behind my back. And he ended up dead. So, yeah, if I were you, you can't tell me who, what, where, and how I'm going to run my business. He later on meets up with Tariq. Tariq ends up getting his head put to the damn counter. And basically, Tommy had told him when he came to the room, he was like, dude, you don't have to sell drugs. You smart. You don't have to do that. Tommy gets his supply. And of course, Tariq lies about it and says he got it from a flop house from Kanan. I got it from Kanan. I was like, how long has Kanan been dead to still be have enough supply to supply you with drugs? I'm trying to figure that out. And Tommy, what kind of accounting system you got at your warehouse where you can't account for all the pills that you got? Because surely by now you should have realized some of this shit was missing. But I like the fact that Tommy, despite his feelings for Ghost, he loves his godson and don't want any peril to come upon him, right? But Vincent tells him, you're going to continue to supply me and you're going to give me double. Some kind of way Tariq came up with these drugs. Now, where the hell he got them from, I don't know. Maybe he, once again, was pilfering from Uncle Tommy. I don't know. But either way, I think Tariq is starting to realize he's in over his head. Now, Effie and Tariq have a little moment. I guess they're going to be bosom buddies, but I still think she has an ulterior motive like everyone else theorizes. Let's see. So that pretty much was the episode. If I missed anything, y'all can comment, posting, and I appreciate you all who did join the conversation tonight. Don't forget Tuesday night I will be live. What am I doing? My radio show was comedian Senor Parker this week, Tuesday, 9:30 to 11 o'clock on BFAM 109.6, and that's Eastern time. But either way, next week we see that Tariq says he wants to be like he's just like his daddy, but he don't like his daddy, but yet it's trying to be his daddy. It's like it's almost he's trying to prove a point that he can be the next Ghost. I don't get it. Keisha gets a lot of forewarnings about dealing with Tommy, but yet I don't think she's going to take heed. But of course, we know she survives because she ends up in one of these spinoffs that's coming eventually. But that's all I've got for this week's Of Power. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully I'll see you back next week if I'm not on somebody's comedy stage, because I got to get my comedy time in, because y'all know I don't want to go back to corporate America. I just don't. I gotta make this comedy thing work. But either way, thank you guys who did join. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. And to my people here on YouTube, what does the diva always say? Chin up, buttercups. The sun will come out. But in the meantime, in between times, stay fabulous. All right.